I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 29, Garoppolo. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
21. Garoppolo. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On second down, Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. The kick by Carlson is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Max Crosby drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line,
You just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Richardson looking to throw this. And this is going to be intercepted. Taking it right down Broadway. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Richardson shotgun on third down. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Off play action. Richardson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Richardson to the air on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Let's go now. 60 by 2.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Second down, here's Richardson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. Going for it on 4th, Richardson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. And this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Richardson.
He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
I believe the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Richardson to throw off play action.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs, 66 yards.
And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Julian Blackman bringing him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
117 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams from 8 yards out. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Richardson now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
as they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the book.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On second down, they'll run with White. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and he'll be brought down by the Colts. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken it around the 40. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And now here's another interception. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. First down, here's White. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They stay on the ground with White. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
21. Go ahead.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, it's Richardson. He finds Pierce. It's complete.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to goal.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.